Hello, my name is Penny Parks. I'm 73 years old and I live in a small village in the east of England. This is now January 2017. And in August 2015, I went to my regular eye appointment and learned that I had macular degeneration. It was a bit of a shock, a bit of a surprise. My eye doctor said there were 3 bleeds near the macula, and the Amsler grid test, all of the horizontal lines were sort of like going uphill and didn't, didn't meet at the corners anymore. And she said I had dry version of it, but it could change to wet. I could have both. It could go in both eyes. It wasn't a promising outcome. I learned a couple days later about the Saffron 2020 and began taking it immediately. 4 months later, I noticed a difference in the Amsler grid test. The midsection of it was all straight and fine and clear. Around the perimeter, there were about 5 small, blurry, circular type places there. So I went to see my eye doctor again, and she was shocked, and she said that I only had 1 small bleed now, not the 3, and she couldn't credit why that had happened. She said that just doesn't happen. She was so shocked. She kept saying, "Oh, this is amazing. Well, this is remarkable. Well, this is," looking around for words. So she said she could only credit it to the Saffron 2020 I was taking, because nothing else she'd ever heard of would do such a thing. So then in August in 2016, I had to go to a large hospital eye clinic. And they checked me over and they said there were no bleeds at all in my eye. And they gave me a full, clean bill of eye health. Then in November 2016, I had to go for my regular eye checkup for my glasses. And my eye doctor said that, she said, "You're some kind of medical miracle, Penny." She said, the glasses prescription has lessened. It's lessened. And I said, "Doesn't that happen?" And she said, "No." She said, "It's lessened." So I'm now wearing glasses that were prescribed about 6 years ago. And so I continue taking my Saffron, and I'm expecting to have even better vision as time goes on. Just the whole idea, I live in the countryside, and the idea that I would be going blind in a few years and having no way to get to town, I wouldn't be able to work. I couldn't even read or watch TV. And when I first was told and I said, "I won't see my dog's face," which I thought, later I thought, that's a bit silly. What about my children, my husband? But at any rate, I feel like I've been given a reprieve, a pardon from a death sentence. It just feels wonderful.